Mauro Testa, the Biomove scientific manager, who will explain us the functions of new Garun Biomeccanico pad. This new pad was born thanks to Biemme Sport and Mauro Testa collaboration. Firstly, we check how to put the sensors in the seat cover. Thanks, Daniele. Hello everybody. Today we will discover how this new pad works. Its aim is to increase the performance and comfort. We will start showing how the sensors are assembled and positioned in the saddle. Their function is to evaluate the pressure of the ischial tuberosity. Thanks, Mauro. Could you please show us how it works? Of course. We have a sensor, as you can see, made of many pressure points, and we insert it in a pocket of this seat cover. We simply take it and insert it carefully into the pocket. It must fit properly in order to avoid tension on the back, as it could damage the sensor. Now we turn on the sensor with its cover seat and we try to keep it at the end of the sensor in position. Then we need to figure out if the sensor is properly fitted into the seat cover. When we have the sensor placed in the seat cover, we can proceed with inserting it in the saddle. This is our cyclist saddle. We insert the seat cover from the front. Since it is an elastic seat cover, we can stretch it in order to fit it properly. Eventually, we can close it with these two strings. Now we have to verify that the position of the sensors is correct, in correspondence to the ischial tuberosity. In this way, we can see the right ischial tuberosity and also the left one, but also the correct positioning on the saddle. Now we call our special tester, Marcello Luca, the ultra cyclist who will just won the race across the West, that is the first 1,500 kilometers race of the race across America. Hi Marcello, welcome. Hi Marcello, nice to meet you. Please sit on the bike. We can turn on the sensor in every moment, but when we do it, we prefer that the cyclist is not seated on the saddle. This could damage the final result of the test. Please, Marcello, stand from the saddle, as this could alter the final result. To turn on the sensor, we have to press it just for a few seconds, till you see a blue blinking light. This shows that the sensor is active and ready for the test. Now, Marcello, you can sit down. Now I ask my assistant Daniele, who is sitting over there, to connect the sensor to the laptop, thanks to a specific app. Now Dr. Testa is going to explain us how to analyze the collected data and which extra data you can obtain with this test. Right, Mauro? Sure. I will explain you how this new technology was born from the collaboration between Biemme, Sport and us and our work. First, we start from the top of the screen, where you can view the right part of the body in red and the left part in blue. This is the timer. And in the middle, the RPM, the revolution per minute. And finally, the watt that the cyclist produced during the test. We can also increase or reduce the font size with this cursor. And last but not least, you see the horizontal and vertical cursors, which shows us the real cyclist posture. All the small squares on the right and the left are pressed by Marcello with its posture on the saddle. In these circles, you can see the following information: the pressure, the watt, and the average gathered from the cyclist. Instead, if you watch on the right, you can see this white circle that shows the horizontal and vertical average of the COP, that stands for center of pressure. If you check on the upper part of the screen, you can view two lines, one red and one blue, which shows the postural progress during the bike ride. Now we will ask Marcello if he can start riding, so we can analyze what's gonna happen. It is interesting seeing that the RPM level starts increasing and the two lines are crossing each other, providing a certain watt amount. The pelvis is the core of all movements, in the core of all movements which generate strength and pressure during the bike ride. The pelvis is important because it includes the majority of muscles used when you are cycling. I need to understand which power and strength level you can reach while you are cycling. In this way, I will use this data to make a biomechanical evaluation. I will be able to increase your bike ride efficiency. Now, with this black dot, you can see the pelvis oscillation, both the vertical and the horizontal. In this case, Marcello pelvis swings to the left side. COP is swinging and jumping to the left side. My aim is to bring Marcello's COP to the center, so that its oscillation is minimal. To summarize, COP is the result of both the frontal and lateral movements. Okay, now we suspend the record and start to analyze, paying more attention to the average. In fact, the average is the only number we take into consideration. It is very important, more than the watt generated. During these minutes, you got an average of 635 on the right and 1771 on the left. At this point, the biomechanics need to consider this data in order to increase your riding bike efficiency. In this way, you will achieve a better result on your next race across the West. Thanks to a good saddle positioning, we can increase the performance or correct some deficiencies, such as hip and back in balance. With this test, we try to put your legs in the best position. Biomechanical evaluation starts from the feet and goes up to the pelvis. It helps this zone to work better and allow the cyclist to stand balanced on the saddle.